Aquarius, hi. So this is going to be your reading for April the 27th to the May 3rd. We're already in May. Can you believe that? Jeez. All right, let's see what's going on with you, all right? Okay, all the cards are pre-shuffled to just save your precious time because, I mean, you know, it takes just too long time for me to shuffle, okay? Need to wait like an hour, and I understand that not everybody has patience, okay? So I make it easier for everyone here, okay? So right off the bat, this reading is about an energy exchange around you. Okay, it can be work, it can be family scenarios, it can be love in your relationship, since we're in the spring heading to the hot summer, okay? So, in the recent past, I see a cycle being closed up. And I see you doing quite well in your life. As for in what aspect, we shall see, okay? In the past, you are at a pretty strategic, very rational, kind of like a manager type of energy, okay? That you're embodying. In the current situation, you're waiting on something, and the waiting is making you feel anxious. It's almost like we have a saying in China, that the ant is like dancing on the flame because it's too hot. That's what I feel like. It's almost like you're anxiously waiting for something to give you a result, to give you like can you tell me what's gonna happen, like where this is gonna go type of thing, okay? Yeah, and the energy is going down now. It's like stuck type of feeling. Like you feel like you're stuck a little bit here, like, and you really want to push things, but I guess pushing isn't gonna make things faster, so I don't see you pushing. All right, in the future, I do see something happening within a soul connection. And it's a little bit confusing because you're emotionally detached, but you're happy, okay? I mean, it can be two different situations. Let's clarify what is happening here for Aquarius. Interesting reading though. Okay. All right, so remember the future situation that I just talked about there? Okay, something's definitely been bothering because somebody did something which leads to not a really happy situation there. Or somebody has an alternative, ulterior motive. There we go, that's the English. Ulterior motives here, okay? I don't know if it's you or if it's them. Let's see. I need some space here. What's happening in the past? What happened? Ichi. What is the cycle that just ended? Okay. Okay. So the cycle ended, right? And you're just simply focusing on yourself, on whatever this new thing that you want to do. I see something new here, okay, regarding to I mean, potentially work, potentially a project, and you're very determined and you move quite fast there. Yeah. All right, see what else is in the future. Did you get a haircut for real? It's like getting into the cars all the time. Interesting. So I don't know if this is work, family, or love, but I see you just walking out of one door and secretly moving towards the next. So maybe you're like 2 feet stepping on 2 different boats, and whichever will give you the best result, you dump the other boat and you hop onto the new one. So if this is like a job situation, you keep your current job while applying for new jobs, and once the new job give you an offer, you dump the old one and you hop onto the new. You know what I mean? Yeah, and you completely left the old job there. That's what I feel, and I feel like the job offer passed. If this is a job situation, just for example, okay, it can be also used in like relationships and love here. All right, so let's see. What else? For the Queen of Swords here, what else? Okay, but let's continue the job scenario, right? Because this is the example I feel like I shall give it to you that will apply to the most of you. But because you just get into this new job, there's a lot of things going on, and it requires you tremendous mental power and attention. So it's a lot to deal with. So you're like all over the place and need to do this and do that. You probably didn't even have the time to eat a meal. That's why you're like a little bit stressed right now. You're stressed over whatever this is. Okay? All right. Let's move on to the current situation. What are you waiting on? Okay, let me do the Four of Pentacles again. Okay. Jesus Christ, man. Let me see what I can get here. Just a moment. Okay. I feel like currently, if we're talking about work, okay, again, this can be applied to family situation or love situation, okay? It's the things is like, one time is good and one time is not, and you know, one time you're happy and one time you're stressed. So it's unstable. Because whatever this is, you just started. That's why whenever you're just starting something, it will take some time to roll into a huge snowball to have its own momentum, and you can stop worrying about it. But the beginning stage is always hard. Also, I see a lot of challenge that is in your way in the current situation. So you're just like holding tight on this journey. Yeah. But at the same time, like, I see you do a lot of waiting, right? So you're not taking any actions regarding to this. You're not taking enough actions, shall I say. Because I feel like you do take some actions, but it's not enough. Like, I almost got a feeling you need to do more to push this through, to get through all the challenges, to make this stable. But you're not doing that. You're wishful thinking right now. you're like, like maybe I don't need to put in that much effort to make this work, maybe I can just like do normal amount of work, which is not really what that is. You need to put a lot more than what you currently put in, all right? And you're not doing that. So the unfinished work and whatever to-do list that you got, it's just like nobody's doing that, right? So the situation is not going to get improved. That's why you're also stressed. Okay, all right. Let's do your sleep issue, your Knight of Swords. Okay. What is that about? For Aquarius. Yeah, you're just worried about your stability, your money, pay the bills, and meanwhile, I see some pain in your heart. I don't know if this is from financial situation or from love, families, all right? Yeah, but right now, after you've been stressed for such a quite long time, you start to take actions and take fast actions here. Now you're like picking up the speed and move fast. Okay. So again, I feel like this is more around your home, around your stability, around your money, your work type of reading here. Okay. Let's see what's happening in the future. All right, so now you move me from the family stability situation to love life situation, or like relationships, family relationships dynamic. Now I see you going within to reflect on something that potentially happened in the past, reflect on some toxicity as well, something toxic happened. It's a situation where you put a lot of emotional investment in, I can tell you that, okay? Let's see, the Sun. Who is this that you're reminiscing over? Someone from the past, or someone you haven't contacted for quite a while. You're about to reunite with them. Okay, so I don't know if you're reaching out to them or they reaching out to you, or you guys like set up like a small meeting or something. Okay, I do see that comment. That makes you very happy to reunite with whoever this is here. Okay. All right. But why are you behaving very detached, very cold here? Okay, so I'll explain this to the best I can here, right? And you guys can just add words on top of my sentences. But you reunite with them, you feel happy, right? But you feel like that is not for you anymore. Like, this is not what you want anymore, or your goals change. You want different things now. So you want to just hop on a new journey, a new emotional journey, I believe. Or your career, like developing your career if you focus on your family way too much before. So you're like, yeah, although I do miss them, although I do love them, but I gotta do something for me this time. So you are slowly but surely emotionally detaching from whoever that you are missing. Okay, whoever that you want to reunite with, or you already reunited. And I see a new emotional journey opening up for you. So there can potentially be other people coming in your future, okay? Because that's what the universe is showing me. So you do got other connections coming in, okay? That will renew and bring you fresh energy to you. Okay, so yeah, that's for all this reading here. Just be aware of like the current situation, that make sure you take enough actions, right? So the stress is unnecessary the minute you take actions. Yeah, let's get some advice regarding to being stressed out for Aquarius. What should Aquarius do to get rid of the stress? Spend some time alone, please. Why do I feel like you contribute a lot of your emotions and energies to people around you, but you don't have enough left for yourself? So it's better for this period of time, for like we were soon entering into May, right? Just have some energy for yourself, because you do need that. I see you possibly being a little bit energetically depleted, like you feel tired, you feel drained from, you know, always helping people around you, or people need you, or simply the work is just too busy. So probably take some self-care time, some alone time to gather your thoughts, and thinking does help you, okay? Thinking does help you. Contemplating does help you to get through this stage of time. All right, I'll see you next week.